Boys and girls, today we're going to check the answer of the workbook for Book 4, Chapter 5, Drug Abuse. Please prepare your workbook, a pencil, and an eraser if you need to do any correction. First, let's check Part A, Judging. Are these people correct? Put a tick or a cross in the circle. Let's have a look at question 1. Selling and processing drugs are serious crimes, even for people aged under 18. Is it correct? According to the law in Hong Kong, this is correct. So we put a tick for question 1. Here comes question 2. Let's read what this woman said. People with good self-control will not become addicted to drugs. Is it correct? Do you know the meaning of self-control? It means that one can control his or her behavior. Do you agree with this statement? Is that true? Of course not. We put a cross in a circle because the drug can affect anyone, no matter if you have good self-control or not. Let's have a look on question 3. Drug abusers have to take drugs more often and increase the amount they take in to become satisfied. Is it correct? Yes, it is correct. According to the investigation of scientists, they found this is true. So never take drugs. Then question 4. Let's read the question. Taking drugs can help you forget your sadness for a while. You do not need to seek help from others. Is it correct? Of course, it's not true. The best way and the correct way to help you to forget your sadness is to seek help from others. You can talk to your parents, your teachers, or social worker, or your friends. Now please check again. Are you got this all correct? Here comes part B, fill in the blanks. How does drug abuse affect the body? Write the correct answers on the lines. Now, I know that you cannot find all the answers from the book, so I'll explain to you. Let's have a look on question 1. It leads to and other serious problems. What's the answer for the first question? Now, when you refer to the book for the summary, on the subtopic, effects of drug abuse, you can find this sentence. Drugs are addictive. And let's see the answer for question 1. Okay, addictive is an adjective and and you need to change to a noun. It's addiction. So the answer for question 1 is it leads to addiction and other serious problems. Okay, for question number 2, drug abuse affects the what system and leads to poor memory and judgment. Now, you may not find this from your book, but you can analyze. The system controlled your memory and judgment. What is this system? The answer for question 2 is nervous system. Now here comes question 3. Some drugs damage the urinary system, causing good and good urination. You can find the answer on the first page of this chapter. The drug talking about is ketamine. And then when you read what this figure said, when abused, I can cause poor memory and frequent and uncontrollable urination. It means that the people will always need to go to toilet and they cannot control the urination, just like the baby. So you see the word frequent and uncontrollable. So the answer is frequent and uncontrollable. Let's have a look for number 4. Drug abuse damages a person's which system? This increases the chance of heart diseases. Now this system controls the heart. What is this system? The answer is circulatory. Okay, let's have a look on question 5. Abusing cough medicine can cause what kind of decay, which affects a person's eating and digestion. Decay means breakdown. Now something that breaks down which then affects a person's eating and digestion. What's the answer? Now you can also find from your book on the first page of this unit. From this caption, I can treat coughing, but when abused, I can cause memory loss and tooth decay. So you find the answer, tooth decay. The answer for question 5 is tooth. Now this is all the answers for part B. Here comes part C. Fill in the table. How does drugs abuse affect the abusers, their families, and society? Give one or more examples for each one. Write the correct answers on the line. Now, number 1, drug abuser. The first example is harmful to health. What is the other example? Maybe you cannot find it from the book, but you can think or find the answer from other resource. Now, the other harmful effect is cannot concentrate on their studies or may lose their jobs. How about their families? The families may be lack of money because the drug abuser need lots of money to buy the drugs. How about the second example of the bad effect? Was it with their family members? Oh, the answer is poor relationship with family members. It's easy to understand because when they ask for money from their family members, they may argue. So the result is poor relationship with family members. Okay, how about number 3? First one, more crimes is about society. First example, more crimes because abuser may break the what to get money. Number 2, more money is needed for drug and what? Drug addiction and something to raise public awareness. Now I know that you cannot find the direct answer from the book, so I show you the answer. Please write down if there is a need. Okay, first one is more crimes because the abusers may break the law to get money. Break the law means to do something bad. For example, stealing, burglary, shoplifting. All these actions are some example of breaking the law. Okay, number 2, more money is needed for drug control and investigation, drug addiction treatment, and education to raise public awareness. Now, these are the actions for the government to do and for some NGO to provide treatment and education. Here comes part D, long question. We need to write the correct answer on the line. First question, why do young people abuse drugs? Give 2 reasons. Now you can find the answer on your book on this one, Unit 2. Okay, from this chart, reasons for drug abuse among people under 21 in Hong Kong. The data is from 2011. Now the reasons include peer influence, to seek pleasure, relief of boredom, depression, stress, or to satisfy curiosity, or to avoid discomfort without drugs. Now you can choose any 2 of them. Here, just 2 examples. You can choose any 2 reasons from the examples before. Okay, question 2. Name 3 anti-drug government departments and organizations in Hong Kong. You may find this on your book. Now, maybe first one, Hong Kong Jockey Club Drug Info Center is in Admiralty. And then number 2, Narcotic Division Security Bureau. But this is also one example. And then you need to find another 2 more examples. Now, maybe the anti-drug governments. And here, I'll give you the answer. Number 1, Hong Kong Police Force. Number 2, Hong Kong Customs and Excise Department. And number 3, Hong Kong Correctional Services. Now, these 3 are government departments. You can also add some example to non-governmental organizations. You can search from the website or just take these 3 as your answer. Here comes question 3. How would you say no to your friends if they ask you to take drugs? Suggest one way. Now, you can also find this on your book. How can we say no to bad habits? You may refuse directly, analyze reasonably, advise sincerely, or leave quickly. Now you can just write down any of these suggestions. Here comes the end of the answer checking. If you have any questions or problems, please ask your general study teachers.